A big, hairy surprise indeed. Now, this is a male lion, of course, and he's not on his own. And I think he's Tinyor. Brian said Tinyor was with the Nkuhuma Pride earlier today, so maybe Tinyor's done a bit of a walkabout, or this is another lion. But he's now gone, of course, completely and utterly flat, as has his cohort. Now, these guys apparently were mating today, this morning. And the distressing thing for me about this whole situation, of course, if we go back to Mrs. Lion, is that she continues. Is that mud or is it what I think it is?
It's the mange.
It's the mange. She is covered in the mange, everybody, which does not bode well if she is now breeding again, because it almost certainly then she will give it to her cubs. Now, I think this is interesting because clearly the Nkuhuma Pride has got some kind of natural resistance to this disease that these lions simply don't. And that's not to say that she won't develop the antibodies and then survive it. But, I mean, that's now... This pride has had this disease for a long time. Now, we're trying out something very new today, and that is a game that we're going to play today. You see how that rhymed, Brian? It was very impressive, I think. Oh, the sun is bright. We're going to try out a new game today, everybody, and that game is called...
Audio's died.
Hello? Can you hear me?
No.
I turned my microphone off.
No, James.
I'm sorry.
No.
Now it's on. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. We're playing a game today called Two Truths and One Lie, and that means that I will tell you two truths, and then I will tell you, Brian?
One lie.
Yes, but it won't be in that order. Oh, no. Which means you're going to have to decide which one is a truth and which one is a lie. Now, for most of you who are regular viewers of the show, I think you'll find this pretty obvious and pretty easy. But those who are going to be watching the television come Thursday might be a little bit more tricked by it. So we'll go back to this lioness, and I'm going to tell you three things about mange. The first thing that I'm going to tell you about mange is that human beings, too, can get mange. It's not called mange, it's called something else, but human beings can get mange. That is fact number one. The second fact is that mange is caused by the same virus that causes chickenpox. That is the second fact about mange. And the third fact is that mange, once you get it once, you will not get it again. So there are your three facts about mange. Now, anybody who's been watching for more than the last 3.5 minutes will probably get that correct. So now what you need to do is hashtag Safari Live. You can just hashtag which one is the lie. I would hashtag Safari Live and then write mange, and then you can write 1, 2, or 3 as to which one was the lie. 1, mange can be caught by human beings. 2, it's caused by the virus that causes chickenpox. 3, the animals will only ever get it once. Now, what's interesting about this fellow as well, I must tell you, is that he also has got... It might just be the scars from when he had it first. I think he was probably the lion that had that dreadful outbreak. Remember, initially he had his whole belly was completely scarred and raw. And I think that might well be this lion. And he still looks pretty scarred. But he's not scratching at all. She's not scratching either. Which is quite interesting. Anyway, everybody, that is the game. Two truths and one lie. Well done, Brian. Right, while you're considering which great untruth I've just spoken to you, let's head across to Taylor, who's got something that the lions here like to eat only normally when they're young and succulent. Answered my truth and lie question yet.
Sorry, James.
Ah. Right. 5% said fact number 1, which was that humans can get mange. 89% said fact 2, which was that it is caused by the virus, the chickenpox virus. And 6% said fact 3, which was, of course, what was fact 3, Brian? Fact 3 of mange.
You only get it once.
You only get it once, right. So I'm afraid the majority obviously wins there, 89%. It is not caused by the chickenpox virus, it is caused by a mite. And the human equivalent, of course, as we know, is called scabies. And you can actually only get it once. Thank you everybody for playing along, for doing our little test with us. I'm not sure how many people 5% was. I managed to work out the difference between 5 and 6%. It tells me that about 100 people answered, but I'm not sure that that's the case. Madison, I think you were the first to come up with the incorrect fact. Twitter, excellent stuff. Only the finest weather predictor in the Lowveld, also very adept on Twitter.